Eshu at the Crossroads, two hats, one town. Imagine a bustling town in West Africa, where the streets are alive with the hum of daily life, vendors calling out, children laughing, and the gentle rhythm of drum beats echoing in the air. In this lively place, there's a figure everyone knows, Eshu, the clever trickster god. Eshu is famous for walking between worlds, between people, and sometimes between stories that aren't quite straight. Today, we're going to meet Eshu at a very important crossroad, wearing two hats, one red, one black, and learn a lesson about seeing things from different sides. Now, let's start with a little background. Eshu is a central figure in Yoruba culture, a god of communication, change, and yes, trickery. People say he loves to play tricks, but it's not just for fun. Eshu often teaches us something important about understanding each other. The town where this story takes place has two friends, Kyund and Ayo. They're neighbors, shopkeepers, and good friends most of the time. But one day, something happened that made their friendship test its limits. It all began when Tunde and Ao both wanted to sell the same rare, shiny red cloth. Tunde believed he had bought it first, and he was proud to have found such a treasure. Ao, on the other hand, claimed he had seen the cloth first and was planning to buy it that very day. When they saw each other at the marketplace, both of them refused to back down. Words got heated, and soon they were arguing loudly, attracting the attention of everyone around. Now, Eshu, wearing his two different hats, was nearby, as he always is, watching the scene unfold. His red hat, shiny and bold, represented the side of Tund, proud and certain he was right. His black hat, dark and mysterious, symbolized Ayo's point of view, which was just as sincere. Eshu knew that each man saw the truth through his own eyes, but he also knew that their feud could grow deeper if they didn't understand each other's perspectives. What happened next is where the trickster's role becomes clear. Eshu, with his mischievous smile, approached the two friends and said, "Why not see the story from both sides? Let me tell you a little story." He took off his hats, placing the red one on Tun's head and the black one on Eo's. Then, he asked each of them to step back and look at the situation from the other's point of view. First, he turned to Tund. "Imagine you're Ao," he said, "and you saw the cloth first. You were excited to find something special. Now think about how you'd feel if you saw someone claiming it was theirs without proof." Tunda nodded, beginning to see the other side. Then he turned to Ao. "Now picture yourself as Tunde," he continued. "You bought the cloth, and you believe it's yours. How would you feel if someone said you were wrong without asking or listening?" Ao looked thoughtful, realizing the feelings behind Tun's pride. Eshu then swapped the hats back and said, "Sometimes conflicts start because we only see our side of the story. When we take a moment to understand how others see things, like wearing their hats, we find more compassion and less fighting." This simple act of role-playing, seeing through each other's eyes, helped Tund and Ao realize that their feud was based on partial truths. Neither was entirely wrong or right, just caught in their own perspective. They agreed to check the facts together and to share a laugh about how silly they'd been to let a piece of cloth cause such a quarrel. So what's the lesson here? Well, just like Eshu's hats, our stories and opinions can be different but equally valid. When disagreements happen, whether with friends, family, or even strangers, we can try to see things from their point of view. It's like putting on their hat for a moment, understanding what they feel, and then deciding how to move forward with kindness. This story reminds us that conflict isn't just about who's right or wrong. It's about communication, understanding, and sometimes a little trickery, like role-playing, to see the truth from another angle. Because when we do, we build bridges instead of walls, and friendships grow stronger. So next time you find yourself in a disagreement, remember Eshu at the crossroads with his two hats. Think about swapping hats, see things from their side, and watch how conflicts turn into conversations. That's the real magic of understanding, and it all begins with a simple step, looking at the story from the other person's point of view. Thanks for listening to this story. Until next time, keep your minds open and your hearts kind.